Everybody that's so everybody, it's Friday. How's it going out there, people? Say hello in the house. It's Friday. You got a topic? Bring it to the platform. Bring your topic. Gotta get on up now. Now that everybody's here, everything is all right. Send some love from Baby Solo. Get on up. Come on, people, let's get on up. It's Friday. Some people might have to work tomorrow. The ones that don't work tomorrow, you get plenty of rest. To me, it's been a short week. I don't know about the rest of the guys, but it's been a short week for me. Come on, everybody, get on up. Get on up. We gotta get on up now. We got topic, bring it. Hey, everybody out there, welcome. You see that barcode above on the roof? Whatever side is on your computer, your cell phone, there's a barcode up there. You hit that barcode, it'll take you straight to Baby Solo's channel. You get to see my short video live, my post, my broadcast, and my playlist. And my playlist is in order. It's got titles, so you don't have a hard time finding what you want to look for. Gotta get on up. Gotta get on up now. I'm so glad it's Friday. Weekends are not the same as the weekdays. No, they're not. Okay, people. Baby Solo's in the house. And I got one more song to play. Yeah. All you gotta do is just put on your dancing shoes. Yeah. I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. But you could have been somewhere. You could have been inside the club. You could have been at a house party. You could have been on somebody else's channel. You could be taking a nap. Thank you for coming tonight. I'm not gonna hold nobody long, but if Baby Solo gets started, I will stay on here myself. Step. I want y'all to step in the name of love. Yeah. Put on your dancing shoes. I'm gonna put my heels out there. Tomorrow I'm going to a masquerade party right here in Dalton, Illinois. Step in the name of love. And I'm hoping that I can stream live. I have it posted on my page. I don't know if anybody looked at it, but it's posted up. Yeah. Somebody is one thing for sure. I'm gonna put on my dancing shoes. Step in the name of love. Step in the name of love. Step in the name of love. Baby Solo gonna be stepping tomorrow night. I don't even know how to line dance, but I'm gonna do my thing. They do a lot of line dancing, you know, stepping. But it's all right. I can hang. Yeah. All right. Everybody's in the house. All right. I see everybody here tonight. I don't know what happened to me. My mother was crazy. I looked around, I was gone. I was completely gone, people. Yes, Michael. You did that, Michael. You guys did the Michael, you did that to me. I looked around, I was like, where everybody at? I didn't see nobody, not even myself. What's up with this? I did it for love. Yeah, I did it for love. All right, people. We're going to come together with, we're going to bring in the topic that I have for tonight. I don't know if everybody has topics, but I do. I wonder if everything working over here. It ain't like nothing working. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But I'm hanging. I'm hanging. I went to sleep as always. DJ playing Williams. It's so smooth. All right, people, I'm here now. I love listening to music. It tames me. Yes, it does. Music tames bass solo. For real. It tames me. I feel a whole nother person. I feel a whole nother person when I'm listening to music. All right. Hey, solo, say happy Friday, everyone. Even Saturday, but some. It might be even Sunday, because we all on different time zones. Welcome all. With hearts and loves and prayers go out to everyone, all mankind, all over the world. And shout out to the new subscribers, all subscribers and non-subscribers that are watching Bass Solo channel at this moment. And shout out to the one that does the replay. I thank you so much for coming to Bass Solo's channel and be with her in the chat family. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Bass Solo always says, tonight, bring your topic. Let it be respectful. Thanks from Bass Solo. Yeah, I want it to be respectful. I don't want to talk about people's bedrooms, stuff like that. I don't want to talk about stuff that's inappropriate. That's what I mean. That's why I want it to be respectful, whatever topic you bring. All right, let's get it going. My topic tonight is about Cortez. She says her caucus is tremendously united in its demand to end the shutdown. But they are worried about her, the Republicans are. They're saying that the Democrats are listening to her to keep the shutdown down. Everybody got excuses, don't they? Everybody's making their little stories up about why the shutdown. I gave the shutdown yesterday. Hold on. Let me get the paper. Let me get that paper. Yeah. I gave why the shutdown was down. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Oh, Lord. Well, did I print it? You know what? I might have didn't print it. I did not print it, but you guys heard me read it yesterday. I put it under my video. And as I put it under my video, it said that, I'm going to read what it said under my video. I put the whole thing there because I wanted people to know exactly why the shutdown was shut down. And I posted it under my video where I was saying information why the government shut down. During the government shutdown at the end of September 2025, House Republican Officer Clean Continuous Resolution would have funded the government at current levels through November 21st, 2025. The bill did not include policy concession to Democrats and was intended to buy more time for the Congress to pass all 12 annual spending bills. While the Republican bill failed, the Republican bill passed in the House, but it did not get enough votes to pass in the Senate. Here's why the vote failed. Democrat demands Senators, Democrats, refused to support the Republican bill because it did not address the priorities. In exchange for their support, Democrats are demanding for extension of the Affordable Care Act, premium tax credits, which were set to expire, and other health care provisions needed for supermajority. The Republican bill needed 60 votes. This is why it's a shutdown, people. This is the truth. But there's so much being said on the YouTube, the news, TikTok, everywhere. Everybody got different answers why it's shut down. This is the facts right here. The Republican bill needed 60 votes to overcome a filibuster in the Senate. With Republicans in control of both the House and the Senate, but lacking a filibuster-proof minority in the Senate, they needed bipartisan support to pass the funding bill. Political strategy. This is the strategy. Each party blamed the other for the shutdown. Democrats accused Republicans of holding the government hostage by refusing to negotiate on their health care demands. Republicans accused the Democrats of using funding deadlines to force their policy priority. This is the outcome. With the Republican bill facing, I need to change that. With the Republican bill failing to pass the Senate and the parties unwilling to compromise, the federal government shut down on October the 1st, 2025. These are the facts. If you want to find out for your information for yourself, you just Google and say, why did the government shut down October the 1st, 2025? It will tell you why. And you will definitely come up with the same information I have. So I just wanted to give an update on that, why there's a problem going on with the shutdown. And I'm going to move on now to introducing everyone in the chat room. Yes. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Cortez. She's united. She wants them to open up to the government. But it's not going to open up. This is day 3. This is day 3, and I do have a couple of videos to show tonight. Yes, I do. So let me welcome Amy. All right. Oh, hold on. I got to put a song on.
Pluto TV is premium flat guaranteed. Feel free health. Check out the Black Collective and stream 19 live channels to your favorite.
Y'all got, excuse me, I got to turn it down so y'all have hear all that noise. But I love this song. It's a beautiful song. Has someone told you today you're special? Hi, Amy, you're special, Amy. You're special, Amy. I woke up this morning. Did anybody tell you y'all special when y'all woke up this morning? Well, if you didn't, they solo gonna tell you. Amy, you're special. Tiny, you're special. Deborah Arizona B, you're special. Michael, you're special. Miss Regina, you're special. All right. Yeah. Joshua, you're special. Yeah. I saw Joshua in here. What? Hold on. I know I'm not tripping. I sure saw Joshua in here. There you are, Joshua. You're special, Joshua. Listen to the song. I dedicate this song to my moderators. I dedicate this song to all my moderators. Vicky Peace is not here. Pray for her, you guys. She's special. Did anybody tell you today you guys are special? I'm tell you, you're special. Thank you, Amy. I'm glad we still with each other. You guys are so special. In case nobody told you today, the best song gonna tell you. You're special. I have it, Amy. You guys are special. Amy said thank you. You're welcome. You are definitely special. You are so special. If ain't nobody told you guys today, y'all are special. You're not alone. You're special. I love that song. It's beautiful. That's a beautiful song. That's a beautiful song. I had to dedicate that to my moderators. Oh, Michael said, I am special. Yes, you are, Michael. I'm going to play it again, Michael. You're going to make me play that song again. I got to play it again. When you woke up this morning, Michael, did anybody tell you? They still okay, you special. Listen to the word. When you wake up in what people always trying to judge, right? But did anybody tell you special? Only God can judge that. You know you feel alone, you're not alone. But I want to let y'all know y'all special. In case nobody told you today, you're special. Yes. I'm so glad you're still with me. All over, y'all special. Special. Can you imagine the world if everybody was the same? But we're not the same. We are special. I'm used to feeling alone, but I'm special. I just want to let you guys know you're special. But I'm not alone because you guys are special. In case nobody told you, you're special. I'm happy to say you're special. Amy, Michael, Tiny, special. Miss Regina, Don Honey B, John D, 414. Miss Regina, Joshua. I thought I'll let you guys know tonight that you're special. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ain't nobody told you today. In case nobody told you, they ain't told you you're special. Don't never let nobody tell you not special. I'm so glad y'all still with me. You are special. That's beautiful. I love that. I had to share that with my moderators. You guys are so special. Amy, I received your video, and I'm gonna play it tonight. I'm happy inside, you guys. I said, bring your topic. Amy brought me a topic. She sent it to my email. And I'm going to talk about a little bit about Cortez. And I got a video about Cortez interview. And I want to say shout out to Amy. Hi, Amy. Oh, that's so nice. And then Amy brought the welcome to the chat. Amy said, welcome to all subscribers from all over the world. Faith Solo channel and the family. We welcome you people on the outside, far and near. You're welcome anytime to come to Faith Solo channel. But we must bring the chat rules for you to come into this channel. Thank you, Amy. Amy said, be respectful to all fellow viewers, including me, Faith Solo. I'm viewing you guys. I got to be respectful as well. No bullying, no disrespectful to the host, which is Faith Solo. Do not bully me. Please don't go there. I'm trying to stay in character. You know, every day I'm working on myself. I'm asking God to help me to stay in character. Don't go crazy. Don't go to jail. Because I ain't going to jail with them women that they'll beat you like a man. And I'll be like fresh meat up in there. Faith Solo ain't going to jail. So I'm just behind the keyboard. A lot of people like to be behind the keyboard bullying people, names and stuff, but you're not allowed over here to do that. Because we would have to give you the boot. So no bullying disrespectful to the host or to my moderators. No. Please don't disrespect my moderators. Please don't. I have the best moderators ever. Everybody says that on their channel, but I'm not lying. I know I got the best ever. I already know it. This ain't no make up believe and try to hold them to be here with me. This is the truth and the fact. So don't disrespect my moderators. Don't call them names. Don't get out of line with them. But if they have to put you in timeout, they have a reason. If they have to delete your comment, they have that reason. But the hard part, Faith Solo deal with the hard part. I ain't afraid to deal with it either. Peace, love, blessing, common sense, happiness, joy, love over here. We need it. There's so much is going on in the world. So much we're listening to. So much we see with our eyes. We hurt inside. We get pain. We get stressed. We get frustrated. You got to learn how to woosah. You got to bring it down a level. You got to go out and breathe. Go for walks. Go fishing. Go do things that's nice. Nothing destruction. Do something that's good for your mind, your soul, and your body. Means if you go to the gym, go work out and burn that negativity up. Yeah, you know, you can go and just go walk, and it feels so good. It feels good. I love it. And now, do not spam the chat room. Stay on the subject. Sometimes we do get off the subject, but don't bring something in here that's foolish. I don't want to talk about foolish stuff. No. Don't spam the chat. Let the mods mod the room, please. Do not come in here and try to be a moderator when you're not one. We have a lot of moderators, and they will handle the room. Thank you so much. Thank you, Amy, for the welcoming and for the rules of the chat. Wow. Let me say shout out to Tiny. Tiny said, welcome back to Faith Solo channel. Happy Friday to all subscribers and non-subscribers. Faith Solo, welcome you. Yes, I do from my heart. I welcome everyone and anyone that wants to come in. So far this week, we had 2 people arrive back in our channel. It was Sarah H. and there was a lady named Star 312, I believe. She was new and she stayed all the way to the end. Wasn't that wonderful? I appreciated that. They actually came in. So there will be people that will come in when they feel that moment to do so. That's why they're watching. I don't blame them. I want them to watch my channel. I want them to see what they're watching. I want them to know who Bass Solo really is. Yeah, you watching the real Bass Solo. I only have another side. That's my angry side. But other than that, this is the real Bass Solo right here. This is me. I laugh on my own. But I don't laugh like somebody I know. That laughter, it wore me out. I couldn't take it no more. But anyhow, I just want to say, I do love laughing. It's good for my soul. I don't know what about anybody else. It makes me happy. I get a lot of joy from it. Yes, I do. Thank you, Tiny. Thank you so much for welcoming people on Happy Friday day. Because everybody been through on Monday. Wait a minute, let's start from Friday last week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday again. That's a long week. But it was short for Bass Solo. I think because I take naps. I get up early in the morning, I do my thing, and I do what I gotta do. I fight spiders. When are they gonna leave? Okay, Halloween. Halloween is almost coming. Or maybe they'll leave after Halloween. I don't know. All right. Thank you so much, Tony, for welcoming everybody on my Happy Friday day. It is a happy Friday. Tiny said hi, Amy. Amy said hi, Tiny. Hello. Shout out to Arizona Honeybees in the house. She said hello. Hello to everyone. Tiny said hi, Deborah Arizona Honeybee. Oh, yeah. And then Michael laughed at me because I disappeared. I didn't know what happened. Shout out to Miss Regina's in the house. Hey, everyone. Miss Regina said, hi, Miss Regina. Nice to see you here tonight. We missed you the other day, so we're glad you're back. I hope all is well. Thank you so much for coming. All right. Deborah Arizona Honeybee said hi. Oh, no, excuse me. Amy said hi, Deborah Arizona Honeybee. Tiny said hi, Michael. Amy said hi, Michael and Miss Regina. All right. Tiny said, Miss Regina. Y'all don't know. I'm ready to put some music on. I can't help myself. After a while, I just want to hear some music, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm greeting everybody, but let me say something. Tiny said, hi, Miss Regina. I'm watching my number count down. The numbers count down. I got to be careful because I don't want to hear all that noise from these ads. I know the ads promote the station, but it's all right. But I got to play this right now. I want to hear it. Yes, I do. These are all the women's in the house. You special ladies in the house. Michael said, hey, hi, Regina. Joshua. He said, hello. I dedicate this song to the ladies. Tiny said, hi, Joshua. Amy said, hi, Joshua. Bass Solo said, put on your dancing shoes. All right, ladies, this song is dedicated to the ladies. Mike said, you disappeared. Lady, and I said, to Michael. Yes, I did. I did. But I was gone. Sit down, top of the world. Come on, ladies, enjoy this song. I dedicate this song to the ladies in the house. I got your email, Amy. Amy said, thank you to me. Thank you so much, Amy. Marcus said, I am special. Yes, you are, Michael. D414. Good evening, babe. Zolo. And everyone with a beautiful green, yellow, red heart. I'm gonna play that song for Sean because Sean didn't get to hear. I dedicate a song to the moderator, Sean. Right now, I dedicate this song to the ladies. I'm letting you know they some special ladies. Sitting on top of the world. You're always gonna be special ladies out there. Don't never let a man or anybody tell you you're not. Because God made us from man. That's what we call one man. We're the backbone to the men. They just don't know. And we're some strong women too. Special lady. Sitting on top of the world. Sitting on top of the world. You must be a special lady. And a very exciting girl. You gotta be a special lady. Sitting on top. That's what the men are saying. They sitting on top of the world because we're special. Yes, we are. Yes, we are special. Now, this is dedicated to Sean D414. You didn't get to hear this song. I dedicated to the moderators. I'm going to play it one more time for Sean D414 in the house. If anybody talk to you today, you welcome, Sean. Thanks all I'm going to tell you. You're special. All my moderators. Sean D. 414. Michael, Amy, Tiny, Miss Regina, Deborah, Arizona, Honey Bee. Speak your peace. And nobody trust you this morning. That's all I'm going to tell you tonight. You're special. Only God can judge us. Don't worry about you. I used to feel so alone, but I'm not alone. No, I thought I'd let you know, you guys are special. You're not late, we even got started. I'm jamming right now. You're not late, Sean. Tiny said, hi, Sean D414, you're special. Amy said, hi, Sean 414. Yes. You need to hear this song, Sean. I dedicate it to all the moderators. Can you imagine a world where everybody can sing? That's why we feel so long for so much pain. I'm used to feeling alone, but not anymore. I thought I would let you know you're special. Can't let nobody tell you that, Sean, you special. Tiny, Michael, Amy, Deborah, Miss Regina, 15, Joshua. Ain't nobody tell you today you're special. I'm glad we're all still with each other. We're all still living. We are here tonight. No, I'm not alone. thought I would like to let y'all know. Hey, 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 you're special. In case nobody tell you today, you're special. In case somebody don't want you to believe it, but you're special. I would always say it, you're special. I'm so glad y'all still with me. If you could have been somewhere, you could have been in a party, a club, somebody else's channel. You could have been sleeping. Thank you guys for coming. That was dedicated to my moderators. Okay, and now we gotta keep going. And Amy said, "Hi, Sean 4D4." All right, Sean D4 said, "Hey, Tiny, look at those beautiful hearts. I love those colors. Oh my God, I love it." So based on, I'm gonna get started because I don't want to hold y'all too long. Because I might get the party all by myself up in here like I did yesterday. Last night I was enjoying myself. Y'all just don't know. I really enjoyed myself. I'm gonna bring the first topic right now, and I'm gonna talk about Cortez. Cortez is a problem to the Republicans, you guys. It's going to be short, not going to be long. She's a leading figure in the fight over the government's funding. But it's not the role she asked for. Rather, it's a role Republicans have thrust upon her. They're saying it about her. That's what the Republicans are saying. Chuck Schumer is terrified. This is what the Republicans are saying about Chuck Schumer. That he's terrified that he's going to get a primary challenge from Cortez. They put rumors out always. They're trying to say that Cortez is terrified of Chuck Schumer for running in 2028 because his seat's going to be up in 2028. But you know what Cortez said about that? She said, y'all ain't gonna believe what this woman said. I like what she said. The VP, which is the werewolf, he said on Wednesday, the reason why the American People's Government shut down is because of Chuck Schumer is listening to Cortez, the far left in his party, because he's terrified of the primary challenge. Look how these Republicans be speaking. Ain't nobody thinking about no 2028. How we know we're gonna make it to 2028? We might not even make it to tonight or to tomorrow, if tomorrow's not promised. So the Republicans had used Cortez, the progressive star, as a result, as foil in their speaking points. Argument that the Democrats are going overboard in their demand to end the shutdown because of Cortez, and that's not true. I just read to y'all why the government shutdown is down, because they didn't get their 60 vote in the Senate. They claim that Cortez, the left wing of the party, is pursuing their is telling them to hold the line. Cortez not doing that. I got the video to prove it. Cortez made it clear in her interview to NBC News that Democrat leadership is driving the party's strategy. They are driving it. The Democrats is holding the line. They're saying stuff about me in the press. This is Cortez speaking. The fact of the matter is, I can tell you, in the 7 years that I've been here, the Republican leader had never phoned me, not a single one phone call, because they know the truth is. That's what Cortez said. They know the people that they need to negotiate with. Who they are negotiating with is King Jeffrey and Chuck Schumer. You cannot negotiate with no one else because these are the leaders of the House, leader of the House, leader of the Senate. King Jeffrey is the leader of the House over in the Democrat House. With the Republican, of course, the Republican got the majority of the votes. Chuck Schumer is the leader of the Senate mixed with the Republicans. You cannot negotiate with nobody else but the leaders. But they're trying to say Cortez is in the mix, which she's not. The House and the Senate Democrat leaders vote is of New York. So, the So where were Vince, the VP, and the Speaker of the House? I forgot what he looked like. They were saying, along with a orangutan Trumper, to claim that Schumer, in particular, is feeling pressure from Cortez running in the primary 2028. She never did say she was running in the primary. Cortez, who is the fourth term, this is her fourth term. She didn't rule out that she's gonna run. She didn't rule out that she's gonna run for the bid for to take the place of Schumer. But instead, she said, Cortez said this, quote, nothing, not something which voters are looking for. We are not worried about no 2028 for a bid, she said. Instead, she said the people, the voters, are concerned about the shutdown. That's what she said. They're not concerned about no 2028. It's a long ways off before we can vote again for a Senate or for a president. It's about the shutdown right now. That's what I wanted to say. So of course, that said, people are going to die. Nobody cares about some election years from now. They care about if their kids can get insulin, if they can put food on the table. Cortez said that her caucus remains tremendous united, and it demands to end the shutdown, that she and her fellow Democrats are intimidated by the White House. Threats around mass layoffs and funding cuts. Cortez said it's not necessary for her to be front and center in this negotiation. See that? It is so important to understand that these people are all talk. The Republicans she's talking about, they are all talk. They are negotiating with Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffrey. And the Democrat leaders and the Democrats are united to the end. Now I'm coming with my video, and next I will be coming with the video that Amy sent to my email, which is good to hear. So you guys listen up. This is about Cortez, what she had to say in her interview. And Amy sent me an email, and I do have her email. I hope you got some patience to bear with Babe Solo. Yes, I do. I need y'all to come on. Give me patience, because I got patience.
Your brain,
I got patience.
Now, when things really matter, you take care of them. Are you doing the same for your brain? Well, brain health may help reduce the risk of dementia from conditions like Alzheimer's disease. Make brain health a priority. Ask your doctor about your risk factors and more.
Come on, people, let's get on up here and listen to the video. I just want to give you a touch of the music, because you need to, it sounds so good. You gotta get on up. Shake it up. Whatever you feeling, shake it up. You don't think Babe Solo don't feel that? Shake it up. I'll play your email in a few minutes, Amy, after I play Cortez email. Everybody needs somebody. I need y'all to get on up and shake it off. Shake it off. Like Michael said, I'm special. It's Friday night, people. Let me get together. Gotta get on up now. Gotta get on up. Gotta get on up now. Need y'all to get on up, shake it off. Shake it out. Shake it out. My face on I'm shaking it off, people. I took it even out my hair. The love will be in your hair. Shake it out. You gotta get on up. You gotta get on up. Whoa, you gotta get on up. You gotta get on up and shake it out. Yeah, that song. Get on now. Shake it up. Get on. You gotta get on now. You get out. I love that song. Yeah, it said get on up now. I want you to get on up and feel good about yourself. Feel good about yourself. So I had to play that song because I want to feel good about myself. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Stand up on your feet and make some noise.
Make some noise.
Female group around time.
I'm getting it ready, y'all.
Jackie. Come on, let it up.
Come on, Jackie. Bring it, Jackie. Bring it, Jackie. Bring it. We gonna bring it. Woo. Put your hands together. Y'all must be tired tonight. Living my best of my life. I'm living my best of life. I'm living my best life. You gotta learn to live your life, people. They will be moved. I can speak to dreams. They will come true. I can tell. I listen you to my chapters now. This one is apple. This is like peppermint. I'm living my best life. They will be more. I can speak your dreams. They will come true. I can tell. Okay, people, I'm ready. I just had to get a little pepped up right there. Y'all don't understand, babe. Solo's a human being too, you know. So now we're gonna listen to Cortez in her interview. How she feel about what people are saying about her. So let's give it up, Cortez. Wait a minute, I didn't turn my phone up.
And specifically, as it relates to Senator Schumer, that you're the one.
Okay,
Senator Schumer
wait a minute, hold on.
out here. How would you, so Congressman, it seems like your name keeps being brought up during this shutdown debate, and specifically as it relates to Senator Schumer, that you're the one pressuring Senator Schumer to hold out here. How would you respond to those attacks?
I mean, it is so ridiculous. And I think that what we are seeing right now is that Republicans, the vice president yesterday in his comments, they are desperate. They have shut down the government. They have found themselves in this situation. Federal workers, they're trying to pressure federal workers into possible Hatch Act violations. Saying this stuff about me in the press. And the fact of the matter is, I can tell you, in the 7 years that I've been here, they have never given me a single phone call because they know what the truth is. They know that the people that they need to be negotiating with and who they are negotiating with are Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer, and that they are getting walloped in these negotiations because they have no plan for people. And we are here to ensure that every American has expanded and protected healthcare in America.
So do you want to be part of the negotiations? Would you walk into a room and go toe to toe with JD Vance?
It's so important to understand that these people are all talk. They are all talk. They're negotiating with Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries and Democratic leadership, and Democrats are united to that end.
Now, one of the things they keep saying is that you want to primary Chuck Schumer in New York. I mean, you haven't answered that question directly, is that?
I think the answer is that people are sick of politics being determined by these horse races. We are here to make sure that people can afford their insulin. And we can't allow all of this nonsense to distract us from the fact that starting today, people's premiums are going to be doubling. I was hearing from some folks last night who are already working in Medicare and they're working in insurance industries. And 80-year-olds and 90-year-olds are going to be seeing their insurance premiums go up by 100%. People are going to die.
Michael,
Nobody cares about some election years from now. They care about if their kids can get insulin and if they can put food on the table. And the more people want to talk about that, the more callous they're being about the realities that everyday Americans are facing.
And so when they say, then let's just get the government back open and negotiate for 7 weeks, why don't you buy that argument?
Because they don't. We've seen this happen over and over again. And every time this administration says something, they go back on their word. We have to just end this right now. Let's make sure that people's healthcare premiums are protected. Let's end the shutdown. Let's get people fed and let's get these paychecks back flowing. And the ask isn't even that much. Republicans are in charge of the House, the Senate, and the presidency. If you are asking for another party's vote, you should be open to negotiate. They do this all the time. So the fact that they are offended that there would be any sort of discussion on how we protect healthcare in America is just silly. And the request here genuinely is not that big. It's not that big.
And you say Democrats are united right now. How long could you be united for?
I'm a member of the House of Representatives. Our caucus is tremendously united. And what this administration is saying about fighting for healthcare for undocumented people is a total lie. I mean, just genuinely, it's a total lie. We're fighting to make sure that people's healthcare premiums can remain low as possible after $1 trillion in cuts to our healthcare system that the Republican majority just passed a few months ago. This is going to have a tremendous and devastating effect on people's everyday lives and their ability to put food on the table. And that's what we're trying to make sure that we are protecting people from.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Cortez. Joining me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Cortez, for that. And now Amy has a topic. And her topic is about, Amy's topic is about, and I got one too, you guys are gonna die on me. Al Green, Representative Al Green, civil leader of the unjust Republican healthcare shutdown crisis, shame on the youth. Okay, this is what he's gonna be talking about. Al Green. We gotta listen to Al Green now. Let's see. Be patient, people.
I know about the special effort you made. That's why I was shaking your hand. All right, you might have one or two to come over to this side, please. One or two, please. Very good. Oh. We'll wait on the adjustment that's being made.
Give me a second. Shante, it looks like they are backtracking and lying and trying to get a hold of the mid-election in March. It's a hot mess, Sean. They're trying to put it all on the Democrats. All on the Democrats, Sean.
When you're ready as members of the press, just raise your hand and I'll know who's ready. Okay, we still have one additional. Let me thank the members of the press for being here on exceedingly short notice. This notice was given to you approximately an hour ago, and you have responded in a very positive way, and we're most appreciative. I also want to thank the many persons who are assembled here with us for appearing on very short notice. This short notice is due to the fact that I was in Washington, D.C. on yesterday, flew into Houston, Texas, and prepared this press conference on very short notice. It was important that I be in Washington yesterday, and it's important that I be in Houston, Texas today, because we have to inform the people here in Houston, especially those who are in the 9th and 18th congressional districts, what the current status of affairs are as they relate to what is a crisis created by Republicans, a Republican crisis / scheme, because it is a scheme. Please allow me to read a prepared statement and then give some additional comments. We're now 2 days into an unjust Republican healthcare shutdown crisis / scheme, which creates a crisis scheme with higher costs and less healthcare coverage for the American people. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream that included justice for all. Donald Trump and Republicans have an unjust crisis scheme to gut Medicaid, decimate the Affordable Care Act, and slash Medicare. Under the Republican unjust crisis scheme, millions will lose health care coverage and millions more will face higher costs. Millions of Americans will lose health care insurance under the unjust Republican crisis scheme. The Affordable Care Act tax credits will be decimated. There will be more than $1 trillion in cuts to medical care. And this unjust scheme will allow a transfer of more than $1 trillion from the sick and needy to the well-heeled and wealthy. Dr. King reminded us in 1966 that injustice in healthcare is both shocking and inhuman because it often results in death. The profundity of Dr. King's words still ring true 2 days into the Republican unjust healthcare crisis. The Republicans can end this crisis whenever they choose. They have the power to end the unjust crisis scheme that they have created, and at some point, after refusing to negotiate in good faith with Democrats, Trump and Republicans will vote to end the shutdown crisis. Some things bear repeating. At some point, after refusing to negotiate in good faith with Democrats, Trump and Republicans will vote to end their shutdown crisis scheme after having caused much pain and suffering imposed by their dastardly shutdown crisis scheme. Friends, this did not start a few days ago. This started in 2010 when the Obamacare legislation passed and was signed into law.
They've been trying to cut it ever
since that moment. My colleagues across the aisle have been scheming and scamming and trying to find a way to eliminate, eviscerate, decimate, and literally obliterate Obamacare. They have tried unsuccessfully for some 70 times. And for more than 60 times, I have voted against their efforts to repeal without a replacement for the Affordable Care Act.
Lord.
This latest crisis that they created is but a continuation of the crisis that had its genesis in 2010. We cannot allow them to succeed now. We didn't allow them to succeed in 2010. We will not allow them to succeed tomorrow. They can never succeed in taking health care from the American people.
That's right.
They want to do it because this is where the money is.
Yes.
They understand that they can take this $1 trillion or more from healthcare and transfer it to the very wealthy, as evidenced by some numbers that I will share with you currently. These numbers are very shocking in terms of how they impact people and the healthcare system. Here's an example. We are now going to lose over $4.5 trillion because that's what the big, beautiful tax deal is imposing upon us. $255,000 is the average tax cut in 2027 for the top 0.1%. The top 0.1%
people
will receive.
Everybody wants to say people lying. I don't think these people lying.
For edification purposes, that is about $698 per day. Those persons who are making about $50,000 annually or less, they will get $265. That is about 72 cents per day. The well-off, well-heeled, and well-to-do will get $698 a day. The least, the last, the lost, those persons who are trying to find their way, they're going to get 72 cents per day. This is the kind of transfer of wealth that cannot be tolerated because it impacts the health, not only of people, but the health of our nation.
Who wants to kill us?
The health of a nation depends on the health of its people. We must protect the health of the American people, and that is why my friends are here with me today. We must also remember this, that if healthcare is denied by way of Medicaid, and to some extent Medicare and the subsidies that are under the Affordable Care Act, if it is denied, this means that people are going to go to emergency rooms to get health care. It will cost more at the emergency room. Health care should not be administered at the emergency room, but that's what will happen. Then those persons who are able to afford health care will pay more, because when some people are removed from the system and the payments that they make, then that will be passed on to the persons who are left in the system, who are paying for insurance. So this impacts all of us, not just those persons who are getting Medicaid. It impacts all of us who will need health care, and I would dare say that's every living person. At some point in your life, you're going to need health care. Finally, I want you to know that there's a question that I will have to answer later, so I might as well answer it now. I've had one person in the press to ask me, what do you think about the fact that you're going to be paid while others who are laid off, who are furloughed, will not get their paychecks? Well, here is the answer. This is a letter that I have sent to the payroll department, and it reads, I have been informed that despite a lapse in appropriations and current government shutdown, members of Congress will continue receiving their salary. Please withhold my net pay until appropriations agreement is
Oh my
effect.
God, he's awesome.
So until there is appropriations being appropriated and paid to other persons, I am going to have my check frozen. It will not come into my hands. It won't go into my account.
Oh my
It will
goodness.
go into the hands of the people who ordinarily would send it to me, but they won't do so. The payroll department has made sure that will happen. I think this is only fair. I don't think members of Congress should be paid.
He's holding the line.
Are having to suffer the law.
God bless you.
I think we should suffer equally, all of us. As a matter of fact, I think we ought to have a law that says this is the case. And now, friends, I want to introduce some of my friends who are going to make comments.
That was wonderful, Amy. Did you see he gave up his paycheck? Because, you know, they are getting paid. The Army don't get paid. The police don't get paid. Nobody gets paid. But they still get their money. And he told them to hold his money. Oh my goodness. Let's see, what did Sean say? Sean said, he said they still working on that gold balloon ballroom at the White House while the government is shut down. Yeah, he's the president, Sean. He's the most powerful man in the world. That's why that fool wanted to get back in office. What do you guys think about this? What y'all just heard? Anybody else got any comment? Is there anybody else? Amy, you have anything you want to say? This is your video. But Al Green shocked me. He told them to hold his check until this is over. Yeah, because the reporter want to know, why are you guys still getting paid when it's a shutdown? That's how it is. It's always been like that. They always got their paychecks when it's a shutdown. But I'm not going to let the shutdown worry me. But I heard something in there about the Medicare. I get Medicare. That means my premium is going to shoot sky high. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, I can't sit up here and worry about it because this government stuff is going to shut down. This is already shut down. This is day 3. Amy said, good. All right, Amy, that's good. I love the positivity. Keep that positive, Amy. Keep it. Don't go negative because that's what brings you down when you're negative. When you're so stressed out, it'll just affect you. But I get Medicare. So if they don't give the extension, can you imagine the doctor's not going to have any patients? The nurses, everybody going to be affected. They're not going to have any work either. So don't y'all even look at, oh, I ain't got no medical. I won't be able to go to the doctor. They're not going to get paid either. Yes, Amy, he tells the truth. The Democrats are speaking the truth. But Amy, out there in the world, they're lying. They're twisting words. I heard the werewolf say that they said they fighting for illegal immigrants to get Medicare. And that's not what the Democrats said. We all heard what they said. They said extend the Affordable Care Act. That's all they asked. Keep the cuts down. Keep it like it is. Just extend it. That's all the Republicans got to do. It's that simple. COTEZ just said it. She said it don't make sense. It's silly. Just extend it. Every other president extended it. But Obama signed it into law in 2010. And that orangutan can't stand President Obama. I wonder why. Is it because the color of his skin? Is it because he did 8 terms back to back? And he didn't get to do 8 back to back? He lost. He did 1 term, then he lost to Biden, then he's back in office now. And he's tearing down America. Trying to. But you just heard the Democrats. They're holding the line. They're all holding the line. And COTEZ is another, they got the liberals. They got different ones in their group. And she said her caucus is holding the line. They're holding the line. So I got another video I want y'all to hear. This man, I had to play this guy. He made me feel so good to hear what he had to say about orangutan. And then Tiny said, I hope it doesn't stay closed for long. Tiny, it's day 3. Something gonna have to give, what y'all do, just continue living your life. Because guess what? Nothing has passed. Nothing has changed. Everybody's still gonna be living just like we've been living. Some states got those red states. Now they the ones giving their people hell. The blue state's not doing that. So those that living in the blue state, if y'all just go and look at those, TikTok, Instagram, they are protesting like crazy. And if you look at the protests, the majority are Caucasian. They're out there protesting. They're going against the ICE. They're going against everything. Everything. And pray for them because they're doing it for all of us. I watched them today. There were thousands out there. They were just a holler. You think you're going to take this away from me? You think? And I said, Lord, help them. Please don't let nobody get killed. Please don't let nobody get arrested, get hurt. If they get arrested, let them go. You know, pray for these people because those are the ones built for that stuff. Otherwise, they wouldn't be out there. I like to show you this guy right here. He amazed me.
You know, after yesterday, that's it. I've had it.
Hold on.
Enough. I can't stand it.
Hold on.
You know,
Let me start him over.
yesterday,
Hold on.
that's it. I've had it.
Here we go.
You know,
Wait a minute. Dang, my hand keeps slipping. My hand keeps slipping,
after
people.
yesterday, that
My hands are slipping.
you know, after yesterday, that's it. I've had it. I've had enough. I can't stand anymore. I am begging the American government, the American people, God, whoever, get that creature out of the White House. Get him out. The government is paralyzed. That spineless, bottom-feeding Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, has shut down the House so lawmakers can't submit bills requiring the government to release the Epstein files so the American people can know the truth. It's bad enough that we've been suggested to the crime, the corruption, the theft, the lies, the loss of our civil liberties, but now child molestation? Are you freaking kidding me? My God. And to think he's being protected by his subordinates and the party. It is absolutely stomach turning. I don't care if you have to impeach him, commit him to a memory care unit, or ship him to Mars. I don't care. Just get him out of there. This is beyond disgusting. The guy is a loser's loser. You know, back in the 70s, Richard Nixon had the decency to resign for far less than what's being done now. I'm sick of living this way. Get him out of there now and take that little sock puppet J.D. Vance and that spineless bottom feeder Mike Johnson with him. Get them all out of there, but get them out and get them out now. You know, after yesterday, that's it. I've had it. I've had enough. I can't stand anymore. I am begging the American government, the American people, God, whoever, get the creature out of the White House. Get him out. The government is paralyzed. That spineless, bottom-feeding Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, has shut down the House so lawmakers can't submit bills requiring the government to release the Epstein files so the American people can know the truth. It's bad enough that we've been suggested to the crime, the corruption, the theft, the lies, the loss of our civil liberties, but now child molestation? Are you freaking kidding me? My God. And to think he's being protected by his subordinates and the party. It is absolutely stomach turning.
I love this man.
You have to impeach him, commit him to a memory care unit, or ship him to Mars. I don't
Ship him
care.
to Mars.
Just get him out of there. This is beyond disgusting. The guy is a loser's loser. You know, back in the 70s, Richard Nixon had the decency to resign for far less than what's being done now. I'm sick of living this way. Get him out of there now and take that little sock puppet J.D. Vance, that spineless bottom feeder Mike Johnson with him. Get them all out of there, but get them out and get them out now. You know?
Isn't that awesome? I love this guy, you guys. I'm serious. Amy said the House Speaker won't sworn someone in the office. The House Speaker won't sworn no one in the office. Really, Amy? Whoa. Michael, I laughed too. Did you hear what he called the speaker? He said the spineless. He had some good names for them. He said he had some good names, y'all. I'm going to have to write them names down. Dude is serious. I'm telling you, these Caucasian people are upset. I saw a lot of videos where they're mad and angry. Angry because that man is in office, the orangutan. And Sean said, dude is preaching. Yeah, he is sick of it. He said, get him out now. He said, I don't care if you ship him to Mars. Oh my God, I can play him over and over and over again. He is good. He is so good. I was happy to run across that because he was so tired. He is so tired of this guy. He is so tired of him. Let's see, do I have somebody else? Who I got? Okay, I got her. I did her already. I'm trying to see, did I miss anybody? Okay.
$1 per month. How is that possible for working families?
Okay. Be patient, people. Y'all got to hear what's going on. You know what, Tiny? Dude ain't playing. I want to play him again. I do. I want to play him again, but our chief got something to say. Definitely.
It's day 3 of the Trump Republican government shutdown. Day 257 of the chaos that Donald Trump has been inflicting on the American people since the very beginning of his presidency. We're in the midst of a government shutdown that has been caused by Donald Trump and Republicans to inflict further pain on the American people. The government is shut down right now because Donald Trump and Republicans refuse to provide health care to working class Americans. Throughout this week, Donald Trump has been missing in action. He remains in the Presidential Witness Protection Program.
He probably land up getting an IV in his arm.
On vacation all across the country and the world, and Senate Republicans continue to vote on the same partisan Republican spending bill that's dead on arrival because it guts the health care of the American people. Donald Trump and the Republicans are not behaving responsibly. They're not behaving in a serious manner. They don't want to reopen the government, and they certainly do not want to address the health care crisis that Republicans have created throughout this year, including as it relates to their one big ugly bill that hurts everyday Americans in order to reward their billionaire donors. Democrats made clear, including at the White House meeting on Monday, that healthcare premiums, copays, and deductibles were about to skyrocket for tens of millions of Americans all across the country. In an environment where the cost of living in this country is already too high, Donald Trump has already made life more expensive because of his tariffs and failed Republican policies. But that cost of living crisis is about to get worse, particularly as it relates to healthcare costs. Here are just 3 examples as it relates to the types of skyrocketing healthcare costs that everyday Americans are about to confront. The Commonwealth of Virginia.
Anybody live in Virginia, pay attention.
Currently, this healthcare plan costs an everyday American, a working class American, $595.94 a month.
Oh, hell no, I can't afford that.
But because Republicans refuse to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credit, that same plan is going to go up to $1,890 per month.
Oh, no. They won't be getting it out of me.
Families to afford. That's in Virginia.
The problem with Marsman,
Poor Virginia.
5 downsides nobody's talking about.
Hold on,
Number
guys.
1,
Idaho. And currently available for $611 per month. But it's now public information that because of the
it's public information. Y'all want to look it up.
to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits, that same plan, currently $611 per month, will go up to $2,080.
Oh, hell, I'm going to die, y'all. I'm going to wind up dead. No way.
America is already too expensive, where the cost of living is already too high.
These are the middle class people you're talking about that make big money.
Thousands of dollars per year of additional costs. And now,
that's how much it's gonna cost them.
healthcare costs are about to skyrocket out of control. One final example. In Georgia, the heart of Dixie, in the Deep South, current silver HMO.
You tell you how much
They're
paying is right now.
Currently $699.
Oh, I can't even afford that.
But because of the Republican refusal to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits, that same plan, currently $699 per month, is about to skyrocket to $2,700.
Oh hell no, Georgia, y'all better move.
A month.
I don't know what y'all gonna do. Lord help us.
This is gonna cause medical bankruptcy for some, and millions of others will be unable.
I won't be able to go to
the health care that they need for themselves, their children.
My teeth go right out my mouth.
Families. This is why.
I'll be gummy.
This is why we need to deal with
my hearing gonna go out.
Republican healthcare crisis right
my
now.
My heart gonna stop.
Because the crisis is having real impact on working class Americans right now. The notion that there's time to wait. Think about this. That Republicans spent all year focused on their one big ugly bill so they could permanently extend massive tax breaks for the wealthy, the well-off, and the well-connected for their billionaire donors in order to subsidize the lifestyles of the rich and shameless. That's what they've done all year. And these tax breaks for the wealthy and the well-off, they were scheduled to expire on December 31st.
You know what?
They spent months.
I'm going to tell you something. They're not making this stuff up. This is real. Because they know that the bill was going to expire this year, Titan. And Michael, they don't know where he at. They said my orangutan probably in the part of potty with his diaper on, okay? And it's coming through his diaper with diarrhea. He's sick, man. The man is sick. He probably got an IV in his arm somewhere laying up trying to recuperate so he can get back in front of the camera. We're going to get rid of Chicago. Yeah, we don't like Governor Prince California. Yeah. That dude is in slow motion, you hear me? And Tiny, yes, that's a shocked look on your face. Let me think. I think my premium is $100, going close to $200. That's how mine is. I remember. If I go any higher, $300 and $400, I can't do it. I won't be able to pay the rest of my bills with the rest of my money left over. Is they crazy? No, it's orangutan. His bill is crazy. He already signed it into law, everybody. But what the Democrats are trying to do, they're trying to get them to not. Okay, he didn't sign the Obamacare into law. The Obamacare is not sitting in that bill, but the cuts are in there. He trying to fool everybody. The whole time the Obamacare is sitting in that bill, but he's saying it in a different way. But see, it don't expire until December. That's why the Democrats are holding the line, because they know damn well that the Affordable Care Act is sitting in that beautiful bill. That's where the money is. Did you hear them say that tonight? That's where all the money is sitting in medical. Is inside medical. So they want to cut right there. You notice they ain't trying to dig nowhere else. They're digging right into the medical to get all that money. They don't give a damn about the doctors, the nurses. Those people got to work too. They got to get paid. They don't care. They don't care. Sean said the DMV is going to hit hard. Yes. Yes. I got to get to that video that Amy sent me. And then Michael said, all fat double talk. They trying to make the Republicans is trying to make the Democrats look like they're at fault. But if you look at the picture, they got the majority votes. They can go against the Democrats right now, and they could pass the law about no more Obamacare, no more Affordable Care, and then go on with their lives. Why they haven't done that? Did y'all ever thought about that? Why haven't Trump, the House, and the Senate go ahead, break the law like they've been doing, and don't extend the Affordable Care Act? How come they haven't done it? Can y'all answer that question? Why they haven't done it when they got the power to do something? I noticed that hasn't happened. They probably sitting over there talking about what we're gonna do, what we're gonna do, what we're gonna do, because the American people, they need their insurance. American people might not vote for us. American people might not even care about us anymore. What we're gonna do? What we're gonna do? My base might not even vote for us anymore. My base might not even stand. My donors might give up on us because we're not holding the ground to keep that money for the donors. Can you picture the Republicans and Trump sitting over there wondering what to do during this shutdown? Okay. Amy sent me Speaker Johnson has yet to swear in newly elected Arizona lawmaker. Oh yeah, I heard about this. Do you have the I'm gonna read it. This is what Amy is talking about right here. Because she made it, she won her seat. So he don't want to swear her in because she's another vote. Amy, everybody, she's another vote. Alita, I couldn't pronounce her last name, it's hard. A week after her deceiving win in Arizona's special election, Alita arrived at the United States Capitol where her father had served for decades. But as she roamed the familiar halls, she said she could not help but feel like a tourist with the house out of section. Her swearing in had been delayed. That left her without an office, a desk, even a staff. Something of an unofficial new member of Congress. You see how they're treating this lady. Tiny said all the Republicans didn't agree with it. I know. That's why they couldn't get the 60 votes in the Senate. They got to go back home to their state. Say, Tiny, if they agree to that, not extending that bill, they're hurting the people in their state. This is a tough one for them right now. Sean said, in reality, people do see what's going on. I pray for the military. You know what, Sean? Keep scrolling. You're going to see a lot of protesting. And majority of them are white folks. They're out there having a fit. Because they thought this man was going to just get rid of. They didn't know Obamacare was Affordable Care Act. They didn't know. Because they didn't do their research. They didn't read the big, beautiful, ugly bill. A lot of people didn't read it. Kamala Harris was telling everybody, read the bill, people. Read the bill. She was telling them. But they talked so bad about her, it was a shame. At least she had the guts to run. Her votes were strong. She didn't have no 100 people vote for her. She had millions voted for her. She did run. I salute her. And we are going to pray for the military. Because the militaries are embarrassed right now. They are embarrassed the way they talk to them. The way that orangutan and his, whoever that man was that's over them, he sounded like a fool when he got on that stage. Talking to people that got Purple Hearts, been there for 40, 30 years, and he telling them how they should be in the army, in the military. Sound like a fool. It was bad. You're right, Sean. In reality, they do see what's going on. But they think it's not going to happen to them. But it's happening. It's going to happen. Let's wait and see what's going to happen with the shutdown. That's where everything is at, y'all. During that shutdown, something got to give. Sean said people are talking about it on the 18th. Yeah. Amy sent me this. I'm going to finish reading it. And then Alita, whatever, she feel bad right now because they're holding her up. They're not swearing her in. They're missing in action. They're not even at the White House. The White House is empty. The only ones that are there are the Democrats. It's sad. She said that left her without an office, a desk, a staff, something of an unofficial new members of Congress. Most Americans want the Epstein files released. the polls have it in their findings. It's very frustrating, she told the Associated Press after a late evening meeting of the House Democrats. She said it's unfair to the residents she will be serving in Arizona's 7th district. With no one voting for them, no consensus service, no support. They haven't even sworn the woman in. God have mercy on us. Let your mercy fall on us, Jesus. Only Jesus knows what's going to happen next. Ooh, I hope it be some good news. God, that's why it ain't good to fall in the hands of an angry God. You got to be careful how you treat people. You got to be careful. God will let us all suffer with the bad and the good. I learned that in my lifetime. We all suffer. Oh man, we all gonna suffer together, the good and the bad. It only takes God to calm down the chaos and bring a little peace into the land. Yeah, now I got another one I want y'all to hear. Please bear with me. Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. This lady won her seat in Arizona and they won't even swear her in. Won't even swear her in. They could have been sworn her in. And thank you, Sean, for your input, and Michael and Tiny. Thank you guys so much for your input. Thank you so much. And thank you, Amy, for sending me these emails. I got another one I want y'all to see before we get off of here, because this one is good. This one is good. It's about a soldier. It's a soldier gonna be talking to them. Let's see. It's gonna be a soldier. Oh my God. It touched my heart. 248. I got it. Listen to this soldier. You guys gonna be shocked. Listen to what this soldier have to say.
American in Ukraine. I'd like to read the following statement to my president. Dear President Trump, I hope that you and your family are well. My name is Christopher Livero, and I am an Army veteran who volunteered to fight one of our nation's wars after we were attacked on 9/11. I'm also a retired police officer and a proud patriot of our great country. I was in Kiev, Ukraine the other night when Putin once again intentionally targeted civilians, as he's been doing for almost 4 years. The British Counselor's Office and the EU diplomatic mission were also targeted. A literal and symbolic attack on our allies and democracy itself. And just a week after your meeting with Putin in Alaska, he attacked an American factory here. Instead of condemning it, the very next day, your response was to proudly show off a photograph of you and Putin standing next to each other. Some might say a shocking display of submission. And speaking of your meeting in Alaska, sir, you were the commander-in-chief of the most powerful military on the planet. And you had American soldiers literally on their knees, laying out the red carpet for a man waging a genocidal campaign against a Western democracy. A man who has been knowingly murdering children in their sleep for years. Yet, you stood on the tarmac like a whooped puppy dog waiting for his master. As Putin approached, you clapped for him. You applauded him. The dictator committing genocide was given the red carpet and a warm, heartfelt welcome. As a veteran and a patriot, I must say to you, this was one of the most grotesque displays of American power anyone has ever seen. In direct contrast, President Zelensky, the democratically elected leader of the country who is the victim of this genocide, visited the White House several months ago and was ambushed by you and the vice president. He was berated, disrespected, attacked, and thrown out of the White House. You fawn over a murderous dictator who you so transparently seek the approval of. And you attack the leader of a democracy fighting for their very existence. We know you listen to your appointed loyalist, but But you might fare well to also listen to actual subject matter experts who are not your sycophants. They would tell you Putin has no intention of ending this war. He has never had any intention of ending this war. He has never changed his demands, nor will he, sir. He met with you in Alaska so he could be seen as legitimate once again on the world stage, and you gave that to him. The primary reason he met with you is to pull your strings like a puppet master to get you to back off from imposing secondary sanctions, to reel you back in, and he did. Nothing came out of that meeting, zero, other than a photo op and you further embarrassing America on the world stage. What makes your dealings with Putin so insidious is that you are willing to side with the invader and carve up the land of the victim. President Trump, this has become a turning point in American and world history. For while you expect the Ukrainians to cede their land, you have ceded our position as the leader of the free world. Foreign leaders don't respect or trust you. They despise you. Or in Putin's case, they play you. Rather than leveraging the full might of the United States of America to choke off Putin's ability to wage this war, you back down every single time. You talk tough, bluster, threaten severe consequences, cry wolf, and prove to the world that you are a paper tiger and that the U.S. can no longer lead on the global stage when it counts the most. You have never once demanded any concessions from Putin, but you blame Zelensky for this war and expect him to give up his territorial sovereignty. Rather than standing up to Putin, the bully, you coddle him, seek his favor, fantasize about his friendship, all the while blaming the victim of this invasion. Mr. President, this is not American leadership. This is cowardice and capitulation. By the way, this invasion is not Zelensky's fault, nor is it Biden's war. This is Putin's war. When you say Zelensky should have never let this war happen, no one actually knows what you're talking about. There's only one man responsible for this genocide, Vladimir Putin. And sir, he is not your friend. He never will be. He doesn't respect you. He's laughing at you. Sir, when are you going to understand that no matter how hard you try to earn his favor, Putin will never see you as anything but a useful idiot to him? We realize you won the election and feel you have a mandate to your base. But sir, you are not the president of MAGA. You are the president of the United States of America. All of it. All of us. Outside of your followers, the rest of the country and the rest of the world thinks you're a joke. A hapless buffoon. Sees you as the personification of idiocy, the embodiment of hate and pettiness and corruption. The days of Pax Americana are waning. You are most definitely accelerating our demise. Our country and the free world needs you to do better. I pray that you do. The belief that the Ukrainians could never win back all of their land is not a foregone conclusion. Ukraine, Europe, and the free world knows that if the United States of America was fully committed to Ukraine's victory, they could restore their rightful legal borders. Assuming they must cede some of their land because victory is elusive is not a fact, but rather a choice made by you. I will close by saying that you appear to think that there are two sides to this story of the Ukraine war. There are not. There is only right and wrong. Putin, now we fear you, are on the wrong side of history and humanity in this conflict. Mr. President, this is not just a war between Ukraine and Russia. This is a war between good and evil, between democracy and dictatorship. This is a fight for the global order. The Ukrainians are holding the line for all of us.
Yes.
In the words of Desmond Tutu, if you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor. President Trump, may God bless you and keep you safe. And may God bless the United States of America.
Now, how y'all feel about that? There's some countries want to pull away from the United States already. I heard about it. It was 2 of them wants to leave the UK, the UN, United Nations. Michael said, call Mr. Clean. We're going to need some more than bring some stuff with Mr. Clean too. And Sean said, I hope everyone, King Charles and the Prime Minister, GBIS, done with the United States for now. Sean, there's more than that. They pulling out. I saw the video and they not playing. Africa, Kenya, they're pulling out of the United Nations. I wanted to show that video, but I held on to it. Then when I went back, it was deleted. It's gone. And then Sean said the stump he pulled at the UN. Hey, dude is terrible. Everybody's talking about him, Sean. Everybody is talking about the orangutan. I even got one with the news guy. Let's see, what is it? I had one where he was talking about the news guy. The news guy, the one that spoke out the last word, that's the name of his channel. He said something one more time. He was saying, how in the world can they film the president the way he is? I gotta find that video. Let me see if this is the one.
Times is lost. The New York Times is still the greatest newspaper in America by far. One of the greatest newspapers in the world. But tonight, the New York Times is lost. The New York Times has no idea how to cover the madness of Donald Trump. And so the New York Times ignores it. Just as the madness of King George III had to be ignored by the London Times in 1789. The Washington Press Corps is lost along with the New York Times. There is no one working at the New York Times tonight who, when they were editing their high school newspapers and dreaming about one day working at the New York Times, ever imagined they would have to cover a president of the United States who uses the official social media communications tools of the White House, government communication paid for by the taxpayer, to post fake videos of the first Black minority leader of the United States House of Representatives and the first Jewish minority leader of the United States Senate. When they were working on their high school newspapers, they had no idea there would be a president of the United States who would post videos on a government-operated social media account that put fake words into Chuck Schumer's mouth, which AI makes sound exactly like Chuck Schumer, and that fake language in that video would be filled with Donald Trump-style profanity, language Chuck Schumer would never use in public. Language that the current president of the United States has shocked the world with repeatedly. Donald Trump is the first president of the United States who has been heard publicly and deliberately using profanity repeatedly, words that I can, but I will not use on this program, because as every adult is supposed to know, there are places where profanity is not appropriate. No one taught Donald Trump that. Who's going to bother to stop to talk about Donald Trump's use of profanity when he is sending troops into American cities, that he lies about being a war zone? I agree that it's just too small an item in the daily transgressions of Donald Trump.
Get off my screen.
But remember, don't forget that the American news media almost unanimously agrees that Hillary Clinton lost her presidential campaign because she used the word deplorable once to describe some Trump voters, some of whom proved themselves willing to behave deplorably and violently for Donald Trump on January 6th, when they became the only people in American history to attack the Capitol of the United States on behalf of their presidential candidate. There are people working at the New York Times today who will insist to you that Hillary Clinton's use of the word deplorable was in and of itself deplorable. Those same people have nothing to say about Donald Trump's use of language. Absolutely nothing. Those people believed that you cannot possibly be elected president in this country if you use the word deplorable to describe any voters in America. Donald Trump calls us vermin.
I know.
Donald Trump got elected president calling American voters
Look at his color, his skin, y'all.
vote for him.
The orange orangutan.
Vermin. Donald Trump is now using fake AI sound with Chuck Schumer saying that all Democrats are pieces of crap. Of course, he doesn't use the word crap. I just cleaned that up. But all Democrats, all those wise pundits who've been telling you for years that Hillary Clinton couldn't possibly be elected in this country if she's going to use a word like deplorable in a political campaign referring to voters on the other side, can only make that argument now.
Now, Sean, he used the SHIT word.
Every single thing Donald Trump has said publicly about voters who do not vote for him, every single thing he said. When Hillary Clinton used the word deplorable, it was in a private fundraiser. She did not intend for it to be heard outside of that room. Sure, she was way too relaxed in that fundraiser. It's not the kind of thing she would have said publicly. But Donald Trump,
sorry to interrupt, but this is important. The shooter who murdered my sweet little man
says deliberately and clearly into microphones for all the world to hear that all Democrats are lunatics. That's his word, lunatics.
All y'all got to do is go on his page. He got it on there.
Americans are lunatics for voting for Kamala Harris. Donald Trump has said the ugliest things about American voters that any American politician has ever said. And Donald Trump went on to win the Electoral College after saying those things. And the New York Times simply doesn't know how to handle what Donald Trump says and does. I don't know how to handle it either. I'm feeling my way through the Trump mud every day. I don't confidently know what to ignore or what not to ignore. But I do know I have to think about it. I have to think about it all the time. I have to think about it every day. Face all of it. And I have to decide what aspects of the Trump poison we should examine in this hour that we have on this program.
Lord have mercy.
Tonight, the New York Times and the Washington Press Corps are drowning in the deviancy and perversity of Donald Trump and his White House, all of whom, everyone working in that White House, supports this deeply perverse use of government-operated social media to put out poison and what is clearly
and people believe that
stuff. From the darkness of Donald Trump's mind, and the White House press corps has just drowned in it. They're lost in it. They have internalized it. They have fully accepted it.
Demon seed.
That's what the New York Times and the Washington media have done so far this week. They have accepted it to the point that when the New York Times wrote its big editorial about the government shutdown, everything it wanted to say about it, titled "The Real Stakes of the Shutdown," they didn't mention what Donald Trump did instead of negotiating away.
You see what they're saying about the social media?
They didn't mention what he has done on social media, putting a sombrero on King Jeffrey's head, putting fake words in Chuck Schumer's mouth, profane, awful, stupid Trump words.
They're wrong for that. They're not telling the truth.
The real stakes of the shutdown.
That's why so many people believe in that right time.
Versus sanity. And the press corps does not know how to face that. The New York Times refuses to confront and identify the insanity, refuses to even describe it. The Times editorial about the shutdown is a very well to affordable healthcare. President Trump is seeking to deprive millions of Americans of their health insurance, and Senate Democrats are refusing to acquiesce. That is a clear presentation of the stakes in the shutdown.
That's the truth.
Prior to the outburst of public Trump insanity. The editorial ends with in the classic style that everyone working at the New York Times mastered in their high school newspapers. And it reads like something from the 20th century. It reads like something long before the existence of Trump madness in our government. It reads like something you could have written about Bill Clinton in the White House and Newt Gingrich as Speaker of the House. It says, It is incumbent on the president and Congress to reopen the government as soon as possible and commit to preventing Americans from having to pay too much for health insurance next year. The only way forward is to negotiate a compromise. It's time to start talking. How lost is that?
That's lost.
What century are they in?
They are getting people, manipulating people that believe in this
allow
crap.
them to type those sentences.
People believe that stuff.
Any editorial about any government shutdown during any other presidency. But when you read it now, you see how lost the Times is. It's time to start talking to a man who refuses to talk to you and only posts social media video lying about you and ridiculing you.
Something wrong with that orangutan. Something wrong with that orangutan. Something wrong with that orangutan, you guys. Bay Solo, I want to thank you guys so much for being here with me tonight. And I didn't want to hold y'all too long because I know it's Friday night. But I just wanted y'all to see all these videos. This is awesome. And I appreciate how you guys commented on the subject. It was good subject. Good comments, Sean, Michael, Tiny, Amy. Thank you guys so much. I guess Deborah Arizona B probably fell off the wagon. I didn't hear too much from her tonight. And Miss Regina, I didn't hear from her tonight. But at least they did show up, and I appreciate it. But thank you guys for participating on the topic tonight, because it's a good topic, good learning, good education. And this man that I just got to showing you, he's telling us how media is not putting the truth out there about what Donald Trump is doing. And I love hearing him tell that. And Sean, you're right. You will get your mouth washed out with soap back in our time. Today, kids will cuss you out. I see videos on TikTok, Instagram. Kids, 2 years old, cussing. Everybody think it's funny. I don't raise my grandkids like that. And I don't see my children raising their children like that. But there's a lot of parents out there raise their kids like that. They think it's funny. But when that child get big, that child gonna cuss them out and might beat their ass. Kids will jump on their parents and sometimes kill them too. Hello. So it's not like that. See, you gotta be careful how you raise your children. Because all that raising your kids stuff, doing the things they doing, you'll wind up being hurt. Your kids will have you crying. Then you sitting up there all sad and crying because of how you brought your child up. You don't train your child up like that. You don't bring them up to where they wind up cussing you out and whooping your tail. But that will happen. That will happen. Yes, it will. Yeah. So right now, let's see. I'm going to bring you guys a beautiful song because I know I just love to play this song, and I'm going to play it. And I just want to thank you guys. What does Sean say right here? Let me see. Michael said something. Michael, I love that laugh. I'm laughing too because there's some good names that soldier called him. I love that. I love this old guy. He wasn't playing. He said some good names. I mean, he said some good names. I was outdone. Where is he at? Let me see where he at. I was so outdone. He said, please, somebody get him out of there. He said, please, somebody get him out of there. I was like, oh, my Lord. I said, that was so cool. He said, here it is. This one.
Yesterday, that's it. I've had it. I've had enough. I can't stand anymore. I am begging the American government, the American people, God, whoever, get that creature out of the White House. Get him out. The government is paralyzed. That spineless, bottom-feeding Speaker of the House, so lawmakers can't submit bills requiring the government to release the Epstein files so the American people can know the truth. It's bad enough that we've been suggested to the crime, the corruption, the theft, the lies, the loss of our civil liberties, but now child molestation? Are you freaking kidding me? My God. And to think He's being protected by his subordinate and the party. It is absolutely stomach turning. I don't care if you have to impeach him, commit him to a memory care unit.
A memory care.
Mars, I don't care.
Tip him to Mars.
Him out of there. This is beyond disgusting. The guy is a loser's loser. You know, back in the 70s, Richard Nixon had the decency to resign.
Yes, he did. He
for
did
far less
resign.
than what's being done now. I'm sick of living this way. Get him out of there now. And take that little sock puppet J.D. Vance and spineless bottom feeder Mike Johnson with him. Get them all out of there, but get them out and get them out now. You know?
I love this video. I'm keeping this video. I'm not getting rid of it. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not getting rid of that video. Ain't no time. When you're tired, you're tired, Sean. I'm not getting rid of that video, Sean. I am not getting rid of that video. Do you hear me? I'm not getting rid of it. Okay, let me get my song going. I want to play this song and give y'all a beautiful song going out. You know, because this guy, he's doing too much. He really is. He really is. He got the, I love what he said. He said, he was serious. He said, get him out now. He said, get him out now. Now, child, and don't you cry. Your folks might understand you by and by. Let's move on toward the destination that you may find from time to time complication. Based all, I want to thank you guys for coming in tonight on Friday. I won't be on Saturday or Sunday giving you guys a rest. Good night, everybody. Based all, I love you guys. Michael, Tiny, Amy, John, 4D414, Miss Regina, Deborah, Arizona, Honey B, Speak Your P, Joshua. And don't you cry. No folks might understand you by and by. Just move on up. We're gonna be people. Use your common sense. Yeah. Just keep on pushing. Yeah. All right. Come on now. Just move up. Try to get enjoy your weekend, people. I'm going to a masquerade tomorrow. Move on. What's going on? It's all right. Hey, Solo, thank every one of you for being with her. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. I gotta play that again. I can't help myself. I can't help myself. That's my song. I can't help myself. I'm trying to wait till the all that noise.
My eyes and scent. Is it magic? Another Saturday with Salem. Hey, Coach, you got the latest kid of smoke alarm. Your defense needs to adapt. You know, I used to play a little defense, Coach. Man, you better be fast to play defense these days.
Child, and don't you cry. I'm writing. And don't you cry. Right, I understand you, darling, darling. To move on and keep on wishing. Remember the dream, your own scheme. So keep on pushing. Have a wonderful weekend. Take nothing less than the sacrifice. My way, so we can pass the chance. Just make it what I can take. Just free, what your mind can control. Just know. So move on up. We move on up. They thought I'm gonna move on up. Yeah. Hey. Go ahead now. All right.
Experience King Sleep.
Hey, people. You know I love to go out with my grand finale. Yeah. Face off, send her love, peace to everyone. Thank you for being with me on this night. You could have been somewhere else. God bless you, Sean D. 414, Michael, Amy, Tiny, Miss Regina, Speak Your Peace, Deborah, Arizona, B, Joshua, Michael, Amy. May you guys have the best weekend ever. Be safe out there, people. Please be safe. Take care of one another. Take care of your family. Thank you, Deborah, Tony B. Good night, prayers and peace and blessings. Good night, Sean. Say good night, everybody. Blessing everyone weekend. Ben Stolo said good night.